time tonight. We got Sticker grandson here. Sticker granddaughter's not feeling that good. They got some schools here in Louisville. Some of them were let out early, and some. Didn't you say some counties they were closed because they were sick? A lot of people sick in the schools. How's it going out there? I'm feeling good. I'm not sick. Are you guys okay out there? All right, a few notes about the Grammys. Give me my Chapel Roan now. Chapel Roan won for Best New Artist 2025, but she won it for last year. The Grammys are always, because they're at the beginning of the year. It's really for the year before. They Billboard put out their top 10 Grammy performances, and they ranked them. Number 10 was Ray when she sang Oscar-winning Tears. Benson Boone was number 9 for Beautiful Things, where he had that blue jumpsuit on, and he did the flip off the piano, the grand piano. Number 8 was Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, where they sang California Dreamin' together. Number 7 was a Quincy Jones tribute. And now I found out the name of the lady that did the Michael Jackson tribute, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Her name's Janelle Monáe. She was really good. She even went out in the audience, singing right there to the front of the crowd. Number 6 was, can't say her name right, granddaughter didn't say it right, Shakira. Shakira got number 6. Number 5 was Billie Eilish with Birds of a Feather right there at the beginning of the Grammys. Number 4 was Sabrina Carpenter with Espresso and Please Please Me. She did a medley. My Girl Chaperone was number 3 with Pink Pony Club. Born to Be a Star. She said when she's 14, she won her first singing contest. She said her ultimate goal in life was to win a Grammy, and she would do whatever it takes to get there. She made it 12, 13 years later. Number 2 on the Billboard Top 10 Grammy performances last Sunday night. If you haven't seen these things, you need to check them out. But you have to go into Paramount Plus to watch it.
It's Paramount with Apple.
Paramount. Yeah, you went into Paramount Plus.
Yeah, Paramount Plus to watch it. They're not letting any of this content out onto YouTube. Charlie XCX was number 2 with Van Dutch and Guess. I thought it was kind of strange, but I watched it again, and I can see why what all the fuss was. She had all those models. She started back there behind the where the Grammys were at, and then she went through the backstage with all these singers and models, and then she ended up on stage, and there was undergarments flowing from the air. It was wild. It was out of control. But that's what the Grammys is all about. And number 1 on the Billboard Top 10 Grammy performances was Doechii, if I'm saying her name right, where she did Catfish and Denial is a River. I watched it again. She was really good. She had a lot of good background dancers and some other singers, and it was a hell of a performance.
Go ahead and get it. We got a bunch of comments.
All right, so we got Gordon Teach, welcome family. We got
get up, sit up when you say stuff.
All right, sorry. All right, we got Dave Evans. Good evening.
How you doing, David?
We got Nicola.
How, Nicole?
Hey Frank and Sticker Kid, a Sticker grandson. Hello.
Nicole, is Nicole the one that got the Rubber Soul -5 mono Hazel Yarwood? She said it was really good.
We got Polly.
Or was it Polly? One of the two.
We got Polly. Hi everyone. We got Beatles Corner. Hello all.
How you doing, Patricia?
Well. We got Dave Evans. Frank, shout out to you tonight. The Sticker family. The Sticker fingers was absolutely amazing.
All right, I gave you the best one of the German sticky fingers, so I hope you're happy with it.
Daniel Castillo Shakira was arguably one of the biggest artists of the 20th century. Mikey
Mikey's here in the house.
Arugula.
Yeah,
Arugula.
There we
Mikey
go.
Arugula is in the house.
Hi,
You got any
friend.
questions for Mikey? Mikey, we need to do another one of our Every Little Thing episodes next Wednesday if you're available at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7th or the 5th. It must be February 12th.
All right, we got Daniel Castillo. He had a big hit in 2006. Dr. Rick, hey friend, great to see you looking all retired and healthy.
Yeah.
Sticker boy, sticker grandson, hello.
I gotta keep active. I gotta keep active.
Holy wait, the sticker kid grow that much in the short year? No, it's
Sticker Kid will be back here for the weekend. He's Sticker Grandson's 18 years old.
And then 19.
19, sorry. 19.
Beatles Corner, hi Mike. Oh, that's Mikey. All right. DV,
Any questions for me?
Florida, Thomas Crook. Hello everyone. Mikey.
We got a good turnout.
How's having a whole day without working?
That's what Mikey just asked.
Yeah, all right, it's different. I'm trying to get used to it.
Danny Goldstein, hi folks. Johnny Ramone, hi Frank.
How you doing, Johnny Ramone?
And
Did
then
you get? Were you at the Grammys like Greg Fio was? What'd Polly say?
And then Polly, Rubber Soul is the best. 5 out of 5.
-5, -5.
Polly got the -5. Hazel Yarwood cut, and she's quite impressed.
We're caught up. We can go now.
And Dave Evans is impressed with. He got the best copy of the German 1971 pressing by Doug Sachs, cut by Doug Sachs of Sticky Fingers. Quite a lot better than the USA. It'll blow you away. Talking about shootouts. I did a shootout yesterday between Led Zeppelin, an early third pressing Led Zeppelin from the United Kingdom, Ren Plum. It's a, Mikey hates it when I say these. It is a B4, and that's the B side, and an A1 on the A side, and B4 on the B side. And I should have shoot out against the 1973 pressing of with the George Pyros remastering. This is excellent, hardly played condition. And on my opinion, on my system, this one wins. So much more powerful. That Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You, that's the track I was really comparing the two. On side one, Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. Sounded better on this UK pressing. I'm really into that song now, thanks to Pink singing that at Fire Aid. What'd you guys think of the version of Pink's version of Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You? All right, talking about the Grammys again. We talked about the top 10 performances. Now we're going to talk about the Grammys that the Beatles won. They won 8 Grammys in their career, and they were nominated 22 times. 1965, they won their first Grammys. They lost out. I Want to Hold Your Hand was not the song of the year for 1964. It was A Girl from Ipanema, if I'm saying that right. But they did win. A Hard Day's Night was the best performance by a rock group. And the Best New Artist, they also won in the 65 ceremonies for the Best New Artist of 1964. So they got 2 Grammys, February of 1965. In 1968, for the year 1967, they won Album of the Year with Sgt. Pepper. And they won the Contemporary Album, Best Contemporary Album also for Sgt. Pepper. So that was their 3rd and 4th Grammy. When they got their next 3 Grammys, it was in 1997. So they did not win for Song of the Year for I Want to Hold Your Hand, or Hey Jude, or Let It Be. Those three songs did not win Song of the Year. Can you believe that? But in 1997, Beatles Anthology won for Best Music Video Long Form, and Free as a Bird won for Best Music Video Short Form, and they also won the Best Pop Performance for Free as a Bird. So they got 3 Grammys in 1997. And then their 8th Grammy just happened the other night when they won for Now and Then. They won for the Best Rock Performance. And Sean Lennon accepted the award because Giles Martin was not in, he wasn't at the first section of the Grammys that wasn't televised. He was in the televised, the 4-hour that was on CBS, and they showed Giles Martin when they gave away the last album. What was it? The record of the year. They gave it to Not Like Us. What's the name? Kendrick Lamar, and they showed Giles Martin, and he was applauding. The Beatles did not win on the very last of the televised performance.
Do the question or stuff. Sorry, Johnny Ramone.
Yeah, Johnny Ramone. Not at Grammys. Greg had a ball, and then Caesar. Haha, I knew that wasn't him, but they look so alike. But
what are we talking about?
Skylar and him.
Yeah, that's
that one. Go on to Johnny Ramone.
Johnny Ramone, Meet the Beatles.
Sit up and say.
Okay. What does Johnny Ramone say?
Meet the Beatles display.
Question
mark.
He's asking about.
The Meet the Beatles display, 1992. I have not sold it yet. I got the original cardboard display box that came in. It's Gregory Theo was going to buy it, but he didn't. It's $200 shipped. Send me email to my white one, Mr._StickerMania@yahoo.com.
All right, give Daniel a go down.
All right. Daniel Castillo, the country music community isn't happy with Beyonce getting Best Country Album.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of ruckus going on about that, and there's a lot of ruckus going on the red carpet when Babyface was cut off and they called Chappell over to be interviewed, Chappell Roan.
Morix.
And then, of course, Mr. West caused a scene with his wife.
Mark's memorabilia, Mark from Ohio.
How you doing there, Mark from Ohio? Mark from Ohio.
I said, Frank, I have my question already about BJ record releases per email earlier today.
Yeah, Mark from Ohio is asking about what was my experience opinion of how many of these were made. The real deal, the portrait cover from this October, might be September or October of '64 when VJ was losing the rights to release Beatles records. There's only 4 Beatles songs on here. Please, please me, thank you girl, from me to you, and ask me why. And my estimation, there was 100 stereo copies made. It was only one run, and there's about over 500 of the mono. It was only in the stores a few days before it was pulled. So I have another one of these coming out of the rare ones from a retired DJ, John, in the out there in the East Coast. So I'll have another one maybe here by Saturday, and I got a lot of promos coming of the Beatles and Led Zeppelin. I got a couple souvenir of the Visit VJ promo 45s coming, and I have a rare pink promo of the very first record released in North America that has the Beatles on the title, My Bonnie, with a pink label on, I think it was MGM, or was it Decca? We'll see when I get it. And I have a lot of jukebox 7-inch 45s coming with the strips and the mini slicks of Led Zeppelin, House of the Holy, and Led Zeppelin 4.
All right, clean up real quick. All right.
And then Mark was also asking about Beatles versus the Four Seasons. Bruce Spicer said in his book that only 725 copies were made of the stereo Beatles versus the Four Seasons. And my math is that for every stereo, there were probably 5 or 6 more times mono. So you take the math and be about 2,500 mono copies were made of Beatles versus the Four Seasons.
All right, Caesar. My girlfriend Shakira gave a great performance at the Grammys for sure.
All right, keep going.
I'm the
Fall guy.
Yeah.
Should not be allowed to die.
hi Bridget King and hi family. Greg Theo, hi friend.
Greg Fio's in the house. How you doing, Greg?
I sent you the 67 Grammy from a jam for the best album, Sgt. Pepper's. Don't forget Geoff and
Jeff Emmerich. I guess it's
Jeff Emmerich was helped produce a lot of the Beatles albums, and he did a lot of McCartney's albums too.
All right.
I just skipped on Paul because I go to Caesar.
Okay, Caesar. Sorry, but Beyonce getting both country album and album of the year is a no for me. I think
that didn't make sense to me at all when I watched the Grammys. I thought Chapel might have had a chance on the album of the year, but it was Beyonce's year, or I guess I don't know, because she's been nominated so many times. Chapel will get it in the future.
I think Billie Eilish should have won, or maybe
Billie Eilish was, they say she was, a lot of people are confused whether she was crying there towards the end, but she was up for 5 nominations, or was it 7, and she didn't win any at all, and she was I think she was upset.
Or maybe Kendrick, since he had won Record of the Year and Song of the Year.
Yeah.
But
and he won 4 Grammys altogether. That's why he said get the broom out.
The album
it was a sweep for him.
He won
5.
He won 5.
Yeah, but also the album that he put out, it was released in November, so they couldn't count it.
So do Daniel.
Daniel Castillo, Billie Eilish is so talented.
Billie Eilish. They were wondering why on the Birds of a Feather she didn't sing that last note where she belts it out, but instead she said that she loved L.A.
And
then Beatles Corner, Peter Jackson needs to win some kind of major award for his Beatle work.
Peter Jackson does it. He works for the Beatles. He does amazing work. I can't wait till he gets the Star Club tapes and the Shea Stadium concert out, because he did wonderful work on that Beatles 64 documentary. I've never seen the Washington, D.C. concert footage sound and look so good before.
Daniel Castillo, Greg Field said he paid for the display.
Laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Okay, move on.
Yeah, we're not talking about
Daniel
that.
Castillo, they said her country songs weren't played on their country radio.
Yeah, I'm not much of a country man, but I would think that the other people who are up for the country album of the year were pretty upset.
Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse. Hello, Sticker
How you doing, Uncle Paul?
And then
Johnny Ramone's last
and then Johnny Ramone. I listened to the entire Country Carter album this afternoon to see what all the fuss was about, and it blew me away. Maybe the best record I've heard in the past 10 years.
He's talking about Beyonce?
Yeah, he likes Beyonce's
I guess I'm going to have to give it go out there and buy it. All right, a couple other notes about the Grammys. That big hat that Chapel had on right up front there, a lot of people made fun of. That was a hat. It was a tribute to the hat that women wore in the Middle Ages, if you look it up. And that dress she had on the red carpet was worn in 2003 on a runway by a model. She changed some of the accessories to it, but she had on the same dress that was worn in 2003. I talked about Janelle Monáe. I talked about the baby face. There's a good 2-minute video out on YouTube of somebody that took Chapel Roan's Pink Pony Club from in the audience, so you see a different angle when she was up on stage. I think that's pretty cool. And Chapel is number 9 on the UK charts this week on the album charts, and she's 14 in the USA. And Lola Young is number 1 in the United Kingdom and number 14 in the USA with Messy. You guys need to listen to that song, Messy. It's so much different than anything you ever heard before. And on Spotify, Chapel's moving up because of the Grammys. She's number 10 with Good Luck Babe. And she's number 18 with Pink Pony Club. And can you believe this? Abracadabra by Lady Gaga is already number 8 on Spotify, and it hasn't even been released.
Do the 2 Mikeys and then don't worry about the others.
All right, Mikey Arugula. He has redone the Free as a Bird and Real Love according to Donnie?
I don't know, Don. How do you
Dhani.
Donnie.
Dhani.
Oh, that's George Harrison's son, Danny.
Oh, okay. And then he said new anthology in November.
Has the new anthology already been for sure? Are they going to put out the whole box set, or are they just going to do anthology 1, 2, and 3 again with a new Free and the Bird remix and a Real Love? What's the story? All right, Paul McCartney. Show some things here. Got this today from Kevin of Kevin Records. Still got the hinge on it. This is give me that box set right there, Wings Over America. That's it.
Daniel says it's a speculation at the moment. Mikey says he has no idea. Nothing has been officially announced, Daniel says. And Uncle Paul said about Chapel, her hat reminded me of the magicians from the Magical Mystery Tour.
Yeah, it did kind of look like that. But I kind of feel sorry for the people that were behind her. That hat was huge.
And then Paul should not be allowed to die. Remember when they gave Jethro Tull the award for best heavy metal
over Metallica?
And they couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
they won over Metallica and others.
Yeah, the Grammys make some mistakes over the years. But I don't know what causes that. If it's actually the voting, if it's politics, I really don't know. They said they had 1,300 voters this year, and a lot of them were of the younger generation. So this box set here was Underground Wings for the Wings. It's in red, white, and blue vinyl. It's a good soundboard from LA Forum. Is LA Forum, Greg Fio, is the LA Forum the same place that they had the Fire Aid this year? Is it just called something different, or did they tear it down and build up a new forum in the same place? Greg Fio would know the answer to that. This one's not red, white, and blue. This is blue, green, and red. I thought they were red, white, and blue. But it caused McCartney to release Wings Over America because his bootleg was selling so quick. It's kind of like the red and blue album were put out because of the bootleg Alpha Omega. So this is from 1976 LA Forum.
Daniel Castillo, Grammys is a popularity contest.
Yeah, that's true. There's nothing wrong with that a little bit. If you're popular, that means that the public likes you. Let It Be box set. 1970, my first, I've had this several times. It's a hard box set to get in real good shape. If I can get it out of there without damaging it.
Caesar said the forum is the same place, Frank.
So they didn't tear it down.
They just remodeled it.
So I went to the LA Forum and I saw REM in the early 1990s. I think it was 1994. I saw REM at the LA Forum, and that's where they had the Fire Aid. I guess 50 million people have watched the Fire Aid concerts when they were on all the YouTube streams. That sounds like a lot of people. But how many people were tuned in to see the Beatles on February 9th on the Ed Sullivan Show? That's your trivia question. How many millions of people watched the Beatles on Ed Sullivan on February 9th? And even in Miami on February 16th, it was almost the same amount.
Greg Field said Fabulous Forum in Inglewood, now called the Kia Forum.
But it's the LA Forum.
That's probably what he's saying,
Yeah. So my Let It Be box set in excellent condition with a 2U matrix. Sorry, Mikey.
Uncle Paul said 73 million. Mikey said 70 million.
73 is what they say.
73 is Uncle Paul.
That's what it's in the record books. That record lasted a long time before Super Bowl beat it in the late 60s. It's still in the top 10, I think, most watched TV performances of all time. The Beatles on Ed Sullivan. I'm sure the MASH last show and some other ones are up there, and the Seinfeld last show are up towards the top. Anyway, my Beatles Let It Be box set is $600 shipped before I put it on eBay. Excellent condition. These are tough to get with the book and everything with no loose pages. Remember, you got to get a hold of me through my white one, the white one. Mr. _ STICKERMANIA at yahoo.com. Even old fogies like me and Mikey Arugula can figure out the underscore after a while.
Harry says, hello, it's Sticker Granddaughter. Sorry, I'm sick, so.
Did she send a message?
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody says, feel better.
Yeah. So everybody say, wish well, Sticker Granddaughter.
You the great feel.
Saw Rings at Forum in 1976. Last 3 nights of the tour. Last night.
So Greg Fio saw Paul McCartney and Wings when this was recorded at the LA Forum on June 23rd, 1976. Were you in the crowd there, Gregory?
Last night, lots of stars in the house.
You might like this, Gregory Fio.
All right.
Yeah, that's when Ringo was in the backstage, and Elton John was there, and who else was there? Chevy Chase. They had a lot of stars were there at the last Wings show.
The Rock Show DVD.
The Rock Show DVD. It came from the Seattle. What's the Kingdom in Seattle?
Brad Parnell. There were only 193 million people in America back in 1964, so that was almost 40% of the country.
40% of the country. I don't think anybody's gonna break that record. If you wanted to say take 40% of them now, I don't think that Beatles record probably could ever be broken. Maybe the Super Bowl or something in the late 60s was more people.
Tacoma?
It's the Kingdom.
It's a TACOME is what Kyle Foster said.
The Kingdom in Seattle is where the rock show was filmed.
Oh, Greg wanted to know how much for the Wings. He missed
the Wings. Gregory Fio, for you, I'll give you a deal. $60 ship.
Daniel said Beatles were mostly watched by youngsters.
I don't know. I don't know about that. February 9th, if you had 73 million people, it had to be a lot more people than youngsters.
Gregory
my mom made me watch it.
He said sold.
Sold. Gregory Fio, we got it sold. Way to go, Gregory Fio.
The Paul Not Allowed to Die guy said, I don't remember the Kennedy assassination, but I do remember the Ed Sullivan show. Yeah. Saw Paul at the Kingdom on Paul's birthday, June 18th, 1976.
So that's where they filmed Rock Show, am I correct?
And then Brad Parnell, are you going to see Ringo at Bourbon and Beyond?
Bourbon Beyond. Ringo's coming to Louisville. I'll have to go see it. Thanks for letting me know that. I didn't know he was coming to Louisville. I better get tickets early on that.
Did you sell any Dutch White albums?
Dutch
do you
White
have any Dutch White albums?
It went out in the mail 2 days ago to one of our viewers that's on there tonight. It went for $700. The Dutch White Album, which Andrew from Polygram Auctions did a shootout, and it was the top #1. So it's on your way there, David. Let's show the rest of the Dutch albums from that box set.
DB said Ringo is coming to the Hard Rock Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Carl Foster said Ringo goes.
I haven't even listened to Ringo's new CD yet. I got Dave Frazier made me a copy of it, and it's in my car. And I'm always listening to the Beatles and Stones and Led Zeppelin, and it doesn't leave much time for anything. I'm going through all these CDs of the Unsurpassed Masters. I've been listening to these in the car.
Kylo Foster said Ringo goes to Seattle every October. Dave Evans said that'll be me. Received it today. And then Gregory Field had it, but it burned up. Black cover. Seattle made history with Rock Show. We hitchhiked all 3 shows back in the day. Wow, that'd been crazy to do.
That would have been crazy. Way to go, Gregory. You made the rounds. So this is I sold the Abbey Road today from this box set. The White Album went out. But this, you can see the Please Please Me looks different on the Dutch box set. And Andrew from Polygram Auctions said this has the overall best sound of all the box sets besides the UK box set. He said it's better than the German box set and the France and the other countries.
We got bad storm out there, though. We don't
Bad
lose.
storms coming right now.
I hope we don't lose nothing, people.
And see how far we can go before we lose the internet tonight. Please Please Me with the Beatles, Hard Day's Night. See the blue cover, it's different than the UK pressings. And then you got Help Would Be Next, which I don't see in here right now. Beatles for Sale. Rubber Soul. I have a Rubber Soul coming. I made a deal today of the 1981 mono that was done in the United Kingdom. It has a -6, -5. So the side 2 is a Hazel Yardwood cut, and side 1 is a recut by Harry T. Moss, because they must have messed up the side 1 where they couldn't use the tape anymore, and they had to recut it. You got a Revolver and Sgt. Pepper. This is supposed to be a real good audiophile pressing from Dutch. And the Abbey Road is already sold. It's going out in the mail tomorrow. Sold for $60. Yellow Submarine. And the real rarities, the cover looks a little different. It's a different blue than the UK pressings. All right, Valex products. These 2 rare displays I got from England. Mikey Arugula. Mikey Arugula has a 4-pack. 2 Beetle collectors over in England found several of these, and I got the first 2 from England. This is an unpunched 12-inch by 5 1/4, hung in a store, was made for a store in England. It's called Valex Products of Blackpool, Pick of the Stars Terracombe. You see some 4-packs on Google search that Heritage Auctions sold, and Mikey Arugula has a 4-pack, but this is a rare find of 6-packs, unpunched white. Somebody reached out to me today that they were interested in this. I think it was Wendell. I told them it was $1,700 for the unpunched rare white one, and I just put the blue one, $1,300 up on eBay. It is punched. Got pictures of George Harrison and John Lennon here on the side. Those are pretty rare. Mikey Arugula will tell you about that.
Greg Field, looking forward to my MMT German LP Minty.
Yep. My sealed one is, I have a big 3 full priority boxes coming from the East Coast from that retired DJ I told you about, John. And I told you about all the promo stuff I'm getting. He has a whole collection in his studio of promo items, Beatles and Led Zeppelin. So it'll be pretty amazing. And we're going to do a cash trade for my sealed Magical Mystery Tour 1977 German pressing and my Nimbus Supercut Sgt. Pepper that I had up there for $5,000. A couple people got upset that I'm doing this, but I said I had the Sgt. Pepper up there for 2 weeks and nobody stepped up to the plate, so I made a deal. It's going to be pretty amazing when you see these things I get on for Saturday's live stream. Mikey Arugula, is this pretty rare? A pennant, it was only available at Montreal and Toronto concerts in 1964 in Canada. I think this has got to be the rarest pennant that there is of the Beatles. It says made in Canada by Urban Specialties, Toronto.
Brad Parnell, Ringo is on Saturday the 13th of September. Other acts the day of the festival are
Sturgill Simpson.
Sturgill Simpsons, Jack White, the Pixies.
Oh
Steve
boy, I'm
Cannon,
going to that one.
And the
The Pixies, my favorite, one of my favorite groups. I love Dr. Dolittle. And I love Jack White also. I tried to buy a Jack White, he was in the Raconteurs, I think, and they have an album that if you can peel it off the cover, there's the Raconteurs and the Butcher Coats. So I need to get that one day. Have another something to show related to the Butcher Coat.
Yeah, we got caught up because some people, Mikey asked how much on something. So William.
He was talking about, Mikey was talking about that.
Oh, okay. So he's asking how much, yes,
He said yes,
For the pennant?
Yeah, for the combs, I guess, yes.
The combs?
No,
Oh, no, the pennant,
that's
yeah.
a great item.
Oh,
and then
the
he was saying how much.
The pennant, Mikey, is for you $160 shipped. I guess Mikey doesn't have that pennant.
Do the William.
William, love Rubber, the Rubber Soul album, man. You have invented everything.
Have what?
Invented everything.
I've invented everything.
I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe you have everything.
Daniel asked about the
I
name
don't
list,
know.
but you already told about that. Greg Field, Star Club 1962.
That Peter Jackson's that he's going to clean up. Is that what he's talking about? So
Great
the
Beatles song, Lend Me Your Comb.
Lend Me Your Comb on the BBC. So this is my, I've sold most of my Butcher covers. My real nice stereo, West Coast, is locked up in my bank vault. Maybe I'll show that Saturday. And my First State $20,000 one is also locked up. But I don't want to handle those anymore, and I have to. This is a West Coast in excellent peel, number 6, LA. This is up on my STICKERMANIA 28, the pink one. On my eBay store, STICKERMANIA 2853. I got several Butcher covers. I think I got 4 of them still on eBay. I haven't seen many good ones to find on the internet lately. They seem to be drying up a little bit. And when we're at 2255, I think, on subscribers. And when I get to 2,500, I'm going to give away one of these with 3 difficult trivia questions concerning the Butcher cover.
Alright, Mikey said, I gotta check and see if I have it. I may need that one. I have dozens, so he'll look and let us know.
It's a pretty rare one, Mikey.
Uncle Paul said that's a bargain for the pennant. And then Hooker Moore said, hey gang, and then do the Brad Parnell.
Brad Parnell. The Goo Goo Dolls,
Go-Go Doll.
Foreigner. Go-Go Dolls?
Mm-hmm.
Foreigner.
Give me the
And the Gin Blossom
And the
on
Gin Blossoms
Sunday.
on Sunday. Mary Chaplin Carpenter and 10,000 Maniacs on Friday. Blind Melon, the Lumineers.
Blind Melon.
Pat Ben.
Boy, the Bourbon and Beyond is gonna really rock out this year. They got a lot of
Pat Ben
groups
Natter.
coming that I know actually this year.
Pat B. Natter and John Ratty? I don't know. On Thursday.
So those are my new set of Remco dolls. They never last long on my STICKERMANIA 2853. These are soft body dolls. And the ones that are more valuable are the hard body dolls. They have the original instruments. I sent out an offer today at $277 for those on eBay. You know about my Remco find from last year. My $105 I got in the 4 original shipping boxes, and Mikey Arugula still has one of those original shipping boxes. Got introducing the Beatles. I just put up on original stereo. I just put up on eBay. I thought it was a $444. Real nice cover. It's got the original price tag because they didn't shrink them then. It's from the store Don G. Rule, and it was $3.59. This is version 2 of Please Please Me, and the Taste of Honey's got all the printing on there. All the fakes, there's a little bit of printing missing on the end. And it's got the oval label on the record. It's harder to find the, it's a brackets label, my fault. But it's got stereo at the 3 o'clock position. And Beatles above, the spindle hole, and then in the dead wax it's got Monarch Records, and that's all I see, the MR in the circle. That means it was pressed out in LA.
Uncle Paul, they're all mine except for Sticker Kids. Sticker Kids the only one that's not mine. Sticker grandkid and granddaughter are both my oldest.
Sticker Teenager's my adopted grandson. I get him every weekend. What do you guys want to talk about?
It's Black VJ label rare, Greg Fio said.
The Black VJ record, the one with the brackets?
No, VJ label rare.
Yeah, the black label with the brackets. I sold one for $500 today, mono pressing, and went out in the mail. The rarest label of all the VJ records is the black label with the VJ and brackets. I've only had it about 5 times in my lifetime. Every time I get one, I put it up on eBay and it sells within 24 hours. Big demand for the ones with the all black label. It's just like this label, only it's all black. There's no rainbow. Beatles Christmas album's up there on eBay. I think it's $477. First time I ever had the original UK Christmas album.
I don't know what he said he had 4. Gregory Fields said, holy crap, I had 4 of those. So I don't know if he was talking about what you had or the VJ.
If he's got the VJ and the brackets, you got to make sure Beatles is above the spindle hole there, Gregory Field, or you got a counterfeit. They made all kinds of counterfeits of them. I doubt if you have 4 original. You have to show me pictures of that. I owe you something if you can actually show me 4 of those that are original authentic.
Uncle Moore wants to know about the apple tree. He saw an envelope on some of the 8x10s you were selling on eBay.
The apple tree envelope, I have a couple of those in the other room. I will show those on Sunday.
Gregory said they're all above.
All right, you show me pictures of that, and I'll owe you something. All right, promo albums I showed last time.
The game is afoot, he said.
The what?
The game is afoot.
The game is afoot.
That's what he said.
Got this book in the mail today. I'm gonna just go through all my UK pressings, 7-inch pressings, see how all my original authentic.
Daniel Castillo, how much does Perry Cox charge for a
COA? Perry Cox charges $350 for a COA. Gregory Field knows about that. Got this book in today. This new book that came out in England, made in the UK. Has everything you need to know about 7-inch records that were sold by the Beatles in England. And I got all these, what's left of these 2 big collections I got. All my Love Me Do's are sold, but I got Please Please Me in the original sleeve. The sleeve's worth a lot of money itself, because that's an early Parlophone company sleeve. I'm going to go through this book and figure out exactly what I got. This is the most comprehensive guide to come out on the Beatles UK original pressings ever. And I showed these before. I got a From Me to You. That was from 1963. From Me to You and Love Me Do, or From Me to You and Thank You Girl. Please Please Me had Ask Me Why on the B-side. All my exports have already sold. I got my She Loves You. I Want to Hold Your Hand. These are all the ones that are the cutout circle. I got some solid centers also. Can't Buy Me Love. Hard Day's Night. To have original, you got to have sold in the UK on the middle of the punch out label. That means they were made from pressed from 1964 to 1968. She's a Woman and I Feel Fine. Help. Ticket to Ride. The company sleeve's a little different. It's got the curly things on the top. Paperback Rider. There's still punch out ones. Yellow Submarine and Eleanor Rigby. And then I told you I got the pink label promo of My Bonnie coming that actually has Beatles on the label. These are the first pressings that came out in Germany. They have Beatles. They have the Beat Brothers, Tony Sheridan and the Beat Brothers on the label. I got two versions of them. I got the one with the rock and the one that has twist on there. These company sleeves are the Parlor Door from Germany.
Daniel said quite a lot to get something confirmed. I see, Mikey said, I see Perry Cox is selling the coaster.
The coasters that I sold?
I guess. He just said, he says he sees he's selling them.
I sold those that I got from Mikey Arugula, the two coasters. Somebody wanted to know if they were authentic. I said, they came from Mikey Arugula. They got to be authentic.
Then Uncle Paul said, Frank, I should get to the River Group card display within 2 weeks.
Who's that?
Uncle Paul's Beatles.
All right, Uncle Paul wants to buy this for $200 shipped. So I'll have to put it, fold it out, and put it back in the original shipping box for you. Oh no, he's not buying this. He's sending me the 1990. He's sending me the 1993 River.
I was wondering
River Group where the Beatles are by the telephone booth.
Yeah, and then Patricia likes the book reference. She likes that book. She says it's a good reference, a great reference.
You have this book there, Patricia? I've never seen anything so comprehensive with everything to do with the Beatles. Everything released in the United Kingdom.
Hergamore liked the sleeves that you've been showing. He said he likes the 7-inch books too. He's never seen those either.
This is my part 2 of these of what I got left. I got the Strawberry Fields. With the original, they only made 2 picture sleeves in England, and the original releases, one was Strawberry Fields and one was Let It Be. They're made out of paper. They're a little different than the USA. They're flat. They're not made of glossy like the USA. That's the original picture sleeve for Let It Be, 1970 in the United Kingdom. And the original picture sleeve for the great double-sided Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane. You got those curls on top. They did a record store reissue, but this is the original deal. So I do have some solid centers here, if I can find them. There's a solid center for I Am the Walrus, which the A-side was Hello Goodbye, I think. See if I can get those out of there without turning them up.
Brad Parnell said the game is afoot, the door must be ajar. Ha ha ha.
Hello Goodbye, a solid center with I Am the Walrus on the back, and it's got sold in the UK on the middle of the label.
And then Daniel said he wished the 2019 box set would have included a similar book like that.
Yeah, that would have been great. Let's see if we can find some more solid centers. A solid center of Lady Madonna with original company sleeve. Lady Madonna, 1968, solid center, original issue. Let me see what the dead wax is, Mikey. Dead wax is -2, -3.
Someone asked about the condition of the Eleanor Rigby 45, but I don't know if you were putting them all together. It was in the other
No,
book.
they're all listed on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store. Yellow Submarine and Eleanor Rigby is listed on my STICKERMANIA 2853 store. Let's see, any more solid centers? I have a solid center of Hey Jude. Hey Jude, first pressed in England. Didn't win a Grammy, but it was #1 for 7 weeks in a row. -1. Mikey Ruga, I'm going to tell you the dead wax. -1, -1. Hey Jude Revolution. You don't get much better than that.
Brad Parnell said, how many 50th anniversary Venus and Mars sets are you going to get?
Venus and Mars. Oh, I'd rather get an original Venus and Mars.
And then Daniel said 9 weeks, not 7.
All right. Well, maybe I'm thinking of England. Was it 9 weeks in England? I'm getting fact checked by Daniel.
He said I got that trivia right.
When I'm on the when I used to be on Rachel's Ghost channel and we did the Beatles roundtable videos, I used to get fact checked by Mazzy all the time. And Kimbo finally said, Mazzy, cut that fast check. What did I say?
Fact check.
Fact checking out.
Daniel said 9 weeks in the U.S.
All right, 9 weeks in the U.S. What a big hit for the Beatles.
Little Beatles Corner said
So
yes.
how did Shabuzi have a song, the bar song, for 19 weeks on the charts at #1? I just don't understand it. It must be all to do with streaming or something.
Patricia wants to know, it says, yes, I have both those books. One EP book and the other is a singles book. They will probably come out with the LP book this year.
All right, I'll be the first one to buy that LP book about the United Kingdom.
And then Greg Fields selling 20 of those Parlophone 45s after I bought your box.
After you bought the box.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he talking about that?
Give me that box. Gregory Field, you bought one of these from me. This is in the original shipping box. It's on my eBay store for $222. So I can, here, hold on the bottom of the box. I want to just show it and then put it back in. That's how it came in the original shipping box with the foam inserts. In 2019, the Beatles single collection. Gregory Field, were the pressings, did they sound good? Were they all flat? Andrew said they had an issue where a lot of them had some warp records in them.
Daniel said today's music is not as competitive. That's why he thinks it was at the top. That's why he was able to go 19 weeks.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe it when it got to 17, 18, and 19 where no other artist could take it off the top of the charts.
Greg Field, I agree with Johnny Frank. Get Beyonce's album. It's great. And then Greg Field said not the ones for the Beatles collection of 45s. So what other box did he buy that had 45s?
Oh, he got the 1978 with that little flap. I know what he's talking about. That was made in England.
Yes, Beetle Hair, it is on eBay. The singles are up
the
on
single
eBay.
box set is on eBay and the original shipping box. Send me a message.
And the singles, yes.
You send me a message if you want to buy this off.
No, they want the singles that you were showing. So that's on your eBay.
Yeah, all my almost every one of these singles from the United Kingdom are on my STICKERMANIA 2853 store. Not the duplicates, but the best copied ones are conditions are already all on my STICKERMANIA 2853 store.
Greg Field said singles blue box is flat and mint, 1978 UK, yay.
All right, he likes the 78 better than 2019.
I guess. Thanks, Uncle Paul. He's a great producer to me. Appreciate it.
Where we at on time?
We are 11:28. So
11:28. We'll go about 5 more minutes. You got some more questions. Don't have to watch Saturday Night Live. Are they going to have a new Saturday Night Live this Saturday? I'm not sure. Somebody wanted to
Friday
buy.
they're doing some kind of music thing or something for them.
Somebody wanted to buy this the other day. I told them it was $200 shipped. This Led Zeppelin mobile from I guess about 20 years ago. No, this would have been from 2014 because it's got the two different. This one Jimmy Page remastered all the Led Zeppelin albums. So this hung in a store in 2014. And then behind there is the Friday. We got to get tickets to IMAX if it's still available. In Gregory Field, I have a premiere ticket for the Chinese theater in LA. The several hundred people that went to this, you went to it. One of them sold their premiere ticket, and I got it on eBay the other day for $60. A full-size ticket to the premiere. I should have that for Saturday. You saw my caboodle kit already. I just put that on. I haven't put that up yet. We took pictures, but it's not on my eBay store yet. And my promo albums I showed last time. You know, my Let It Be promo already sold. But I'm going to have 3 big boxes of promos coming from this DJ out in the East Coast. So Saturday I'll have a lot more promos to show. That's the promo of the first Rolling Stones album. They pressed these in England and sent them over to the United States on the very first Rolling Stones album. And a promo for Led Zeppelin, How's the Holy 1973 that has the rare sticker that says promotional DJ copy. Suggested cuts for airplay is Dire Maker, Over the Hills and Far Away, Dancing Days and No Quarter.
Greg Fio said, yeah, you got to see that. Good times, bad times. And then Gregory Fio said, good night, Sticker family, stay dry.
All right. I guess we made it here without losing power. We made it almost an hour. I think we're done. Saturday will be up.
Daniel said you're going to 7 p.m. showing of Zeppelin. I mean, we don't know what time it is.
No.
You got to look.
Yeah, we'll probably go to about a 7 p.m. time Friday. I'm retired now, so I don't have to think about when I'm working. But Saturday night, I got all these things coming in, so you know what Saturday night will be? Daniel knows. It'll be a barn burner. All right, thanks, Sticker Grandson, for helping us out. You just got to stand up a little bit. What's the word?
Project yourself a little more.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot from Louisville, Kentucky, and see you Saturday night. And Mikey Arugula.
Night next Wednesday is good. So
Mikey Arugula and I are next Wednesday. We got to confirm February 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and Mikey Arugula are going to do everything, every little thing, episode 2. And if a special guest wants to come up, we can handle.
Bring Daniel because
Daniel's not sure.
Oh, he's not sure.
Yeah, but if Daniel wants to come up, just let me know.
Or Uncle Paul or anybody, just email us and let us know and we'll have to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't only want to take one special guest every time we do it, though.
Daniel said he's working, so he can't do it.
All right, well, Uncle Paul, if you want to do it, that's fine. Thanks a lot from Louisville, Kentucky, and see you later.